I also want to respond to Governor Brainard's statement that the climate scenario analysis that she's been advocating is not a stress test. It seems to me that is little more than a semantic difference. Of course, the whole purpose is to test whether banks are prepared to address perceived risks associated with climate change. And then if the Fed determines they're not, to promulgate new regulatory requirements. That sounds exactly like stress testing, whether or not you call it by a different name. And I'm not alone in that view. The New York Times, not exactly a conservative paper, said the same thing when it reported on a speech that Dr. Brainard gave last October about climate scenario analysis at the Fed's annual stress testing conference. The Times wrote, and I quote, "Ms. Brainard said the Fed was developing climate-related scenarios for use in bank safety checkups, which are often called stress tests," end quote. Okay, here's the concern is, there are many categories of risks to banks and the financial system that nobody is advocating a separate scenario analysis for. But there is an advocacy for the scenario analysis for even lower risk, lower probability risk problems in the climate space. The fact is the transition risk associated with climate change is a political risk, and the danger is this becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. And the Fed says, do a scenario analysis, and the scenario you need to analyze is a scenario in which we impose new regulations on you that are problematic for your portfolio.